Hey guys, it's Leo K back with another Genshin Impact event commentary. Let's take a look at the rules for the Weaving Lightning event. You want to get an Electrogranum or Electro Element on you. This will let you link to Nimbus Gems for various buffs. The more gems you link to at once, the more buffs. 1 gives you energy recharge, with 2, your burst will do more damage, and 3 links will allow all of your attacks to cause shockwaves occasionally. You use this to defeat enemies and pursue 3 major objectives. The first of these is really easy, you just complete the challenge 10 times. The second one is to defeat a total of 30 opponents while linked with 2 Nimbus Gems. Critically, it's not with 3, you just want to be linked with 2, so get this one out of the way early if you can. And then the last one is to just deal damage using shockwaves 40 times while linked with 3 Nimbus Gems. So for this one, you don't even need to do too much damage. You could just have an archer and be stood in the middle of all 3 gems so that all 3 links are up, and then just keep spamming your basic attack, and enemies will, be hit with shockwaves. And you do that 40 times, and that third objective will be over. So with that out of the way, I'm going to do a location showcase of every area that I found that this event spawned in. I rotated this a few times, so if I missed one, I'm really sorry. But in any case, this first one is the island northwest of Ritou, and one of the things that I want to mention with this video is you guys have been seeing quite a few of these Genshin Impact vids, and I essentially run the same team in all of them, but I have a lot of characters in this game because I've been playing it since the day it came out, and until that one time that my account got hacked, I haven't missed a single day of gameplay. Well, no, I missed a few days when Scarlet Nexus came out because I just no-lifed that game. But what I'm saying is, if you have any character that you're curious about in this game, chances are I have them. Particularly, I have every single 4-star. So if you ever want to see a 4-star, you can request that, and I will play with them. And I have a lot of 5-stars as well. So chances are I'll have the 5-star you want me to play with as well. I have every non-limited 5-star. So people like Jean, Diluc, Chi-Chi, Mona, I have all of those. Because again, when you play this game for a very long time, you just accidentally end up getting everything eventually. Except for the limited time ones, of course. Anyway, I'm gonna talk more about the actual gameplay that's going on here. What I mentioned earlier about being able to use archers is really handy, and also if you have a shielder, like Zhongli or whatever, you can put down his pillar in the middle of all the gems so that, you stay close to it. If enemies approach it, the ripple will hit them, and it'll apply, the tenacity of the Millilith debuff to them or whatever. So it just helps you out. Like, if you're able to stay in the middle of all these gems, you can selectively walk away just enough distance to only be linked to 2 if you want to get the enemy kills objective going. Or if you want to just, spam shockwaves, you can be linked to all 3 of them and just go ham. I recently learned that these samurai enemies, the way that their healing mechanic activates is that these guys generally spawn in pairs, right? They usually spawn as one pyro guy and one electro guy. And the way it works is, if you kill one of them, their brother will heal. So the idea is, and this is especially bad in the new floor 12 of the Spiral Abyss, because it spawns with 2 of those in it, and floor 12 of Abyss is always a DPS check and a time, like a speed check, because enemies already have a lot of health. But with these samurai enemies, it's actually so much worse, because if they trigger their healing mechanic, you basically cannot 3-star the chamber and the floor. And so what you want to do is, you want to get their HP down roughly at the same time so that they're both kind of, floating around the same health threshold, and then you want to kill both of them at the exact same time. And that way, the other one doesn't get the chance to heal, doesn't get the chance to play that animation, and you save a ton of time and hassle. Because they do also buff themselves when they activate their heal. So not only do they get their health back, they will hit harder if they manage to hit you. So in terms of those enemies, that's how they work. Make sure you kill both of them at the exact same time, and you should be good to go. That's gonna be Byakko Plain. The next one is south of Kujou encampment. And this one's on this little beach here. Once again, there is one of these guys. Thankfully, just one. They tend to be problematic if there are two of them, but if there's just one, this enemy is not actually that much of an issue. You can just spit out damage at them, especially with the Nimbus Gem buffs. They really help you out here, because they make your attack so much stronger. And they let you use your burst more. I'm just gonna link to 3 to get the shockwave buff and then finish him off with that. The next one is west of Tatarasuna on this little island here. And what enemies were here? Oh, it's just an Electrohide Lava Churl, I think is what it is. These guys are new. They were added in Inazuma. And they hop around quite a bit. I would endeavor to say that they actually move around more than normal Lava Churls and Frost-Tide Lava Churls. But fortunately for us, that guy stepped into the water, which let us electrocharge him repeatedly. So he suffered a lot of damage very fast there. West of Kujou is just a bunch of treasure hoarders. These guys might be one of my favorite enemy groups to fight in the game because they're just so crunchy and so bite-sized, and you just, you know, you slay them and you mow them down and you move on to the next one. It's very... It almost gives me the same feeling that, like, killing enemies in Diablo or Path of Exile or Wolcen or Lost Ark would. It's just... they're just fun to mow down. You don't want to stay in Child's dagger stance past the point where the red flashes over his head, because if you do and you let it run out on its own instead of cancelling it manually, your cooldown will be so much longer. Yeah, this one's located on Hypostasis Island, as I call it, because it's on the little island that the Pyro Cube is on. Luckily, you know, it doesn't put us anywhere near it, so you don't have to worry about that. You can just attack these guys without fear. But yeah, although I'm not playing terribly intentionally here because most of these objectives I've already done, what you really do want to be doing is make sure you are playing at the correct level of gem links. So if you need to go for your, you know, link to 2 objective, finish your link to 2 objective so that you don't have to, you know, be worried about it anymore. And if you're going for your shockwaves objective, just stay linked to all 3 and spam arrows at enemies, because again, the damage of the shockwave itself doesn't matter. What matters is that you know, fire off 40 of them and then you'll be done. And then if you don't have any kind of link objective remaining, like if you're done all of them and the only thing left is, you know, finish the event 10 times, then just, you know, throw everything you have at it, go crazy, and just, you know, attack as hard as you can. And you'll get through it pretty quickly. So that is it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys next time, and may the night keep you safe.